Now, here's Chief Meteorologist Tony Petrarca with your live Pinpoint Doppler 12 Futurecast.
Well, even though we have heat and humidity in place, along with an approaching cold front, normally we'd be thinking some thunderstorms, but so far there's not much on Doppler radar, and as we had talked about actually late last night, the chances right now are pretty small, very small. In fact, locally we're not finding any showers or storms, just mainly hazy sunshine, obviously warm and very humid. In Providence, you can see some of these cumulus clouds, but in order to get thunderstorms, I mean, you need these clouds to be developing very tall in the vertical. Notice how they're kind of flat, almost like pancakes. So again, the chances right now are pretty small. 91 degrees. Winds are out of west-northwest at 15, and eventually that wind direction will bring in lower humidity, lower dew points. Note the dew points at 66 right now, and that is a measure of how much moisture is in the air. So let me step out of the way, and the dew points are high right now, but watch as they drop overnight, and especially into tomorrow. So while we're at the sort of the humidity peak right now, overnight tonight and especially by tomorrow, those dew point numbers drop off. In other words, the moisture content will lower, so it won't be quite as muggy tomorrow, even though we're forecasting warm temperatures. Upper 80s to low 90s, these little speckles of white. This is actually a satellite photo, and just these little cumulus clouds developing but not producing any showers or storms will widen out the view. We've got a couple of clusters of storms up in northern New England. I mean, I'll watch it very closely to see if anything pops in the next couple of hours as far as a thunderstorm, though at this point it appears to be a small chance. So for this evening, staying quiet, warm, with a gradual drop in the humidity, but even at midnight it's still pretty warm at 78 degrees. By tomorrow morning, sunshine, 75 to 83. So now we're still forecasting a warm day. It won't be as hot as today when we topped out in the 90s. We should be well into the 80s, but this time around the humidity will not be quite as high. A blend of clouds and sunshine tomorrow. Temperatures low in mid-80s, sunshine giving way to some extra clouds, and then late afternoon and early evening, an isolated thunderstorm developing, especially up in our northern suburbs. Temperatures tomorrow, even at the beaches, not much of a sea breeze, so the coastal areas will be rather warm at 85. Bay forecast has a northwest breeze at 5 to 15. Boaters, if we catch a thunderstorm, it's either very late in the afternoon or towards the early evening hours. Waves will be small, very warm at the beaches, and probably a much smaller chance of a thunderstorm as you get near the south shore. Look at the air temperature at the beach. No sea breeze, 85. Water temperature at 70. Inland areas, very warm in the upper 80s with an isolated thunderstorm. Again, I'm thinking sometime after 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Southeastern Massachusetts with a similar weather story. Very warm, low humidity, partly sunny with that late day, early evening storm. All right, 7-day futurecast. Really forecasting a very nice weekend as far as being on vacation. And even tomorrow, most of it is actually rain-free at 87. A little cooler on Thursday at 70. In fact, much cooler Thursday, 79. Friday looks nice. It starts to warm up. And here we go for the weekend. Sunshine and warm. A beautiful summer weekend. Highs in the mid-80s and overnight lows in the mid-60s. So great vacation weather. You know, now is the time of year where we get festivals. The East Providence Heritage Festival, I believe, starts Friday into the weekend. And boy, the weather's looking great for that.
Oh, it's going to be nice. Can't wait, Tony. Coming